What if I told you that just 4 minutes before going to bed could help your brain recover the same way it would after a luxurious night at a high-end resort? Would you believe it? As we age, sleep becomes harder to come by, and our minds tend to fill up with worries. Do you often toss and turn in the middle of the night, wake up feeling exhausted, with a heavy head-fading memory and fragile emotions? But here's something you should know. There is an incredibly simple method that takes just a few minutes each night. No pills, no visits to the clinic. And yet, it can guide your brain into a deeply relaxed state, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling refreshed, clear-headed, and more energized than ever. In today's video, I will walk you through a gentle yet powerful practice, a 4-minute pre-sleep relaxation routine. It calms your nervous system, releases stress, boosts memory, and naturally recharges your energy. This is not just some quick tip. It is a science-based method that anyone can start using tonight. Before we begin, I invite you to leave a comment below with a positive affirmation like, "Every night I relax and sleep peacefully," as a small promise to take better care of yourself. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss any valuable content that helps you live a healthier, more joyful life in your golden years. Let's build a space of positivity and healing starting tonight. However, before we jump into those golden 4 minutes, there is something important we need to understand. Why is it especially important for the aging brain to relax before sleep? As we grow older, our brains, once quick and flexible, begin to slow down. The areas responsible for processing stress become more sensitive, which means that even minor daily stressors can overwhelm the mind more easily. At night, instead of naturally shifting into rest mode like we used to when we were younger, the brain often gets stuck in a cycle of overthinking and anxiety. This leads to delayed or interrupted sleep. So what happens then? You end up with restless nights. You find yourself waking up in the middle of the night for no clear reason. You feel drained the moment you open your eyes, and throughout the day you feel foggy, forgetful, and more irritable than usual. All of this stems from a brain that has not truly had a proper vacation. And that is exactly why winding down before sleep is so crucial. With just a few minutes, you can help the brain switch off its stress mode and turn on its deep recovery system, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which allows the body to settle into a calm, slow, and fully restorative sleep. Now that we understand the importance of relaxing before sleep, let us move into the most essential part, a step-by-step guide to the golden 4 minutes that will allow your brain to truly rest. Number 1. Deep breathing, using the 4-2-6 technique. You may have heard people say, take a deep breath to calm down, but few realize that the right breathing technique can actually regulate the brain's rhythm, soothe the mind, and prepare you for quality sleep. As we age, our breathing often becomes shallow, quick, and short. This keeps the body in a state of alertness and makes it harder to fully relax. So how do we do this? It is very simple. Find a comfortable position. You can lie down or sit with your back supported. Then gently inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Do not rush. Let the breath sink deep into your belly. Once your lungs are full, hold the breath for 2 seconds, as if you are pausing the whole world for a moment. Then slowly exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds, as if you are blowing all the worries of the day out into the air. Repeat this cycle 5 to 6 times. It only takes about 1 minute, but its effects last much longer. According to neurologists, breathing in the 4-2-6 rhythm activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for your body's rest and recovery mode. When this system is triggered, the brain stops producing stress hormones like cortisol. Your heart rate slows down, blood pressure stabilizes, and a wave of peace begins to spread throughout your body. The most important part is this: when your mind feels safe, sleep comes naturally. No need to try, no need for pills, no need to force anything. That is why millions of people around the world have adopted this breathing method as a secret key to deep sleep and brain recovery. Now that your mind has begun to calm down, it is time to reconnect with your body, where all the day's tension has been stored. Number 2, relaxing the body from feet to head. After easing your breath and settling the mind, it is time to bring awareness back to the body, where stress, anxiety, and fatigue accumulate throughout the day. The simplest and most effective way to release it is by relaxing each muscle group from your feet to your head. This method is called progressive muscle relaxation. The idea is simple. When you consciously tighten and release a group of muscles, your brain receives a message that the area is relaxing. And the amazing part is your entire nervous system starts to follow. Here is how to do it gently. Lie down comfortably on your bed, arms at your sides, eyes closed. Start with your feet. Gently tense your toes, hold for 2 seconds, and release. Then move to your calves, thighs, and up to your abdomen, where many anxious emotions get stored. Lightly tighten your abdominal muscles, hold, then release. Continue with your chest, shoulders, arms, hands, and finally your face. Wrinkle your forehead just a little, then let it all go and feel your face melt into the pillow. After going through one cycle like this, you will notice something special. Your body feels weightless, as if a heavy, invisible coat has just been lifted off. Tight areas like the shoulders, neck, and lower back begin to soften, and your whole body drifts into a soothing wave of calm. Many studies have shown that this method not only helps you fall asleep more easily, but also reduces anxiety, lowers blood pressure, improves mood, and even enhances quality of life for older adults. The best part, you do not need any equipment or complicated techniques, just yourself and 1 to 2 minutes of quiet time to reconnect with your body. As your body loosens up, you will notice your thoughts start to slow down as well. And that is when we move into the next, more subtle step, guiding the mind to a place that feels truly safe and peaceful. Number 3, visualize a peaceful scene. Now that your whole body is relaxed, we step into one of the most subtle yet powerful techniques, imagining a peaceful scene. This is not a child's fantasy. It is actually a technique psychologists call guided imagery, using mental images to guide the mind. Our minds, especially as we age, are often trapped in a loop of worries about our children, our health, our future. These thoughts keep the brain stuck in a high alert state, unable to rest. But here is the miracle: if you guide your mind into a different space, one that feels calm and safe, the body will respond as if you are really there. So now close your eyes. Imagine that you are lying on soft grass beneath a wide, clear blue sky. In the distance, you hear the gentle trickle of a stream. A light breeze brushes your skin, blending the scent of fresh grass with the soft fragrance of blooming flowers. The sun is warm on your skin, not too bright, just enough to melt away the tension in your chest. No noise, no worries, no burdens. Just you, this peaceful space, and a deep sense of calm. The more vivid your imagination, the colors, the sounds, the feeling on your skin, the more your brain believes it is real. And when it does, it stops activating stress regions and instead lights up the areas responsible for rest, recovery, and deep relaxation. Multiple studies have shown that people who practice this visualization before sleep fall asleep faster, sleep more deeply, and wake up less throughout the night. In older adults, it can even ease mild depression, enhance emotional flexibility, and reduce dependence on sleeping medication. Number 4, listen to soft music or nature sounds. Now that your body has relaxed and your mind has begun to drift away from daily life, you can add one final element, gentle yet profoundly effective for sleep sound. Sound, especially soothing ones like slow piano melodies, ocean waves, or wind rustling through leaves, can actually shift the brain into a different state. Scientists call this brainwave synchronization, meaning that when you listen to calming sounds, your brain naturally adjusts its pace to match, helping you transition into the deep sleep state, also known as delta waves. You do not need to play the sound too loud, just enough so your ears can hear it, making it feel like the sound is surrounding and embracing you. Picture this: piano notes drifting like water, the steady rhythm of ocean waves or leaves gently swaying in the breeze, all softly lulling you away from the real world. Now place your full attention on your breath, the breath that you have already slowed and deepened earlier. Feel the cool air entering your nose, traveling down to your belly, then leaving your body with gentle warmth. Do not try to control anything. Just let it all flow naturally. Soft music, steady breath, and you, resting in a rare state of peace. Instrumental music and natural sounds have been shown to lower stress hormones, stabilize heart rate, improve sleep quality, and help people stay in deep sleep longer, especially in older adults, according to studies from the Sleep Foundation and the International Association for Music and Medicine. If possible, try to make a habit of listening to the same track each night. This helps your brain recognize it is time to rest now. And gradually, with just a few familiar notes, your body will start to relax automatically and prepare for sleep. If you want those gentle moments of relaxation to become even more effective, try adding a few small rituals below. Simple, easy to do, and especially helpful for older adults. Number 1. Drink a warm glass of water or chamomile tea. Before heading to bed and beginning those brain-soothing minutes, one small thing you can do right in your kitchen that delivers surprising results is to drink a warm glass of water or a mild cup of chamomile tea. If you prefer a touch of pleasant flavor and a deeper calming effect, go with chamomile tea. This herbal tea has long been known as a best friend to sleep thanks to a compound called apigenin, an antioxidant that binds to receptors in the brain to reduce anxiety and promote a natural feeling of drowsiness. Chamomile tea contains no caffeine, so unlike black tea or coffee, it will not overstimulate your system. On the contrary, it helps you feel calmer, more emotionally relaxed, and gently invites your body into a more peaceful state. Just one small cup, not too hot, not too strong, can serve as a soft signal to both your mind and body that says, tonight is going to be a peaceful night. Besides chamomile tea, you can also try warm water with a few thin slices of ginger or a drop of pure honey. It not only warms the stomach, but also brings a sense of self-care from the inside out, something very important at this stage of life. Most importantly, make this small cup part of your bedtime ritual. Drink it in silence, breathe in the calming aroma, and feel the warmth flowing from your throat down to your belly. In that moment, you are already beginning to bring yourself into a deeper, safer state, a powerful foundation for quality sleep and full brain recovery. Number 2. Avoid using television and phones 30 minutes before bed. One habit that seems harmless but quietly disrupts your sleep is watching television, scrolling through your phone, or reading news too close to bedtime. Especially as we age, our brains become more sensitive, and the stimulation from screens is like flooding the mind with bright light and information, just when it is trying to wind down. So what is actually happening when you use your phone before bed? First, the blue light emitted from your phone or television screen suppresses melatonin production, the natural hormone responsible for regulating your sleep-wake cycle. When melatonin is blocked, your body no longer gets the nighttime signal, which leads to difficulty falling asleep, shallow sleep, or waking up in the middle of the night. Second, the content you absorb right before bed, from negative news and current events to noisy social media, overstimulates your nervous system, causing your mind to race with worry and overthinking. This makes it harder to slip into a restful, deep state, even if you are already lying in bed. Third, the simple habit of checking your phone one last time can train your brain to stay alert and create dependency on devices before sleep. For older adults whose short-term memory and habit control may already be weakening, this becomes an especially difficult cycle to break. So try this small but powerful change: put your phone away or turn off the television at least 30 minutes before bedtime. Instead, you can choose a gentle activity like sitting quietly, listening to soft music, or simply closing your eyes and breathing deeply. You might also create a quiet buffer zone before sleep, a time with no news, no notifications, just you and the stillness of the night. Just 30 minutes each evening gives your brain a priceless chance to pull away from the outside world and prepare for its deepest rest. Number 3. Dim the lights and keep the room quiet and slightly cool. We often assume that sleep is controlled only by what is happening inside the body, but in reality, your external environment plays a huge role too. For older adults whose nervous systems are more sensitive, even a bit of bright light, minor noise, or stuffy air can prevent the brain from fully disconnecting, resulting in fragmented or restless sleep. That is why one of the simplest yet most effective ways to improve sleep quality is to create an ideal sleep setting, starting with lighting, sound, and temperature. First, use dim lighting, or even better, turn off strong overhead lights altogether. Bright white or blue light tricks the brain into thinking it is still daytime, which slows down melatonin production. On the other hand, a soft, warm yellow light helps signal your brain that it is time to rest. If you feel uneasy sleeping in total darkness, you can use a nightlight with low brightness and warm color, placed far from your direct line of sight. Second, keep the room absolutely quiet, or introduce gentle background sounds. For some people, complete silence can make them hyper-aware of small sounds like a ticking clock or their own heartbeat, which can ironically increase tension. In that case, try playing soft, white noise like rainfall, a steady fan, or meditation music. The key is to avoid sudden or sharp sounds, like traffic nearby television or message alerts in the middle of the night. Third, keep the room slightly cool. Not too cold, not too warm. This helps your body lower its core temperature naturally, which activates the biological sleep mechanism. According to many studies, the ideal sleeping temperature ranges between 64 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 18 to 22 degrees Celsius. You can adjust your air conditioner or crack open a window in the evening to let in a pleasant breeze, encouraging deeper sleep. A quiet space, soft lighting, and a comfortably cool room form the most comforting cradle to welcome sleep. These elements not only influence how long you sleep, but they also determine the quality of your brain's recovery throughout the night. Number 4. Soak your feet in warm water for 10 minutes before bed. You might be surprised to learn that the soles of your feet contain dozens of pressure points connected to internal organs and the central nervous system. When your feet are soaked in warm water, these points are gently stimulated, improving blood circulation, soothing the nerves and helping your entire body enter a deeply relaxed state. All you need is a small tub of warm water between 100 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 38 to 40 degrees Celsius, and soak your feet for 10 minutes. You will feel your body start to feel lighter, your mind begin to settle, and the day's fatigue quietly fade away. To enhance the experience, you can add a bit of mineral salt or Epsom salt, which helps reduce swelling, ease mild pain, and release negative energy. Or drop in a few slices of fresh ginger to warm the body from the inside. If you enjoy pleasant aromas, a few drops of essential oils like lavender, peppermint, or sweet orange can turn this simple routine into a truly relaxing ritual. After soaking, be sure to dry your feet thoroughly and keep them warm with light socks if the weather is chilly. This helps retain the warmth you just absorbed and prevents cold from creeping in after your body has relaxed. You see, sometimes happiness in our later years does not come from big grand things. It lies in the simple moments before bedtime. When you know how to breathe correctly, release tension from your body, imagine a peaceful place, and let soft sounds gently lull you into sleep. That is when you no longer have to try to fall asleep. Instead, you simply return to yourself, to be healed, to be cared for, and to be loved. If you feel ready to start, then begin tonight. You do not have to do everything all at once. Just one small step, and you are already closer to true peace. And if you found these tips helpful, leave a positive message for yourself in the comments below. For example, I deserve a peaceful night's sleep. Not only will that uplift you, but it may also inspire someone else reading someone just like you. Do not forget to click like and subscribe to the channel, because I will be back with more healing content, so we can continue walking this peaceful journey together every night, every day.